never really gotten back into the rhythm of the game. But you know what? He has got to force himself to put his will on this game right now. It's a 4-point game. This is a chance for his team to get a road win in the finals.
Shaw for Shaq. Cross court to a wide open Harper. He fakes, moves inside the three-point line, and his jumper rattles out. But Ori gives them a fresh 24.
When you double team, it's hard to block out on the boards.
Rice into traffic, to the floor, and a Pacer foul.
That will not be a shooting foul. He pounds it one more time, and gets a hop step there to shoot the ball, and he was going to come down and then go back up.
The Lakers are over the foul limit. The Pacers are not, but with Indiana's next foul, they will be.
Will they foul Shaq if he touches it?
He's got it. He goes up with the shot. If they were going to foul him on purpose, they waited too long and ran the risk of a three-point play.
And Larry Bird's got a lot of decisions to make now. Dale Davis takes this foul. You have got to make sure that you do not let him get his arms up. He almost was able to get it in the basket, but we have not seen Rick Smith since he picked up his 5th foul. We know he can make a shot. I think Bird is concerned about his defense. Wow.
That one was a line drive. Had no arch on it at all.
And Phil doesn't even blink.
You have to believe that Smits has fallen into disfavor with Larry Bird, because an obvious strategy here would be to put him in, get the ball to him in the paint. At 7-4, he can get his shot off against O'Neal and possibly force O'Neal into foul number 6. Then the Lakers would have to play the duration without O'Neal and Bryant.
Here's the guy right now that's got to go. He's got to make something happen. Reggie Miller, this is his time of the game.
He finds Crozier for 3. Dale Davis wins the battle for the rebound. Miller out of the corner. And O'Neal takes it.
What a big miss by Reggie. He makes that. It's a 2-point game.
And play is stopped at the other end. Jalen Rose on the foul, his second.
The hack-a-shack. Now remember, at the 2-minute mark, you cannot do this, so they take the foul there. At the 2-minute mark, the rule is if you do that, any player on the floor for the Lakers can shoot the free throw, one free throw, and they get the ball back.
So if this is their plan, it's for this possession and maybe one more. With that, he's 14 for 30.
Remember, it's under 2 minutes. That's when that rule goes in, the away from the ball foul. One shot for anybody on the floor and continued possession by that team.
The Pacers are still alive, but they're down by 6 with 2.5 minutes remaining.
Now, if they can score here when the Lakers throw it in, they can get one more foul in on Shaq before it's under 2 minutes, so it's important they score.
Crozier out to Rose. Fake on Rice. Up against the double team. Could have been a 3-point play.
See, at 2:15 right now, you can get one more foul on Shaq.
That foul was on Glenn Rice, his 3rd. Big miss for Jalen Rose. Following the game on most of these NBC stations, your late local news, then The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. For those of you who want to stick to the finals, post-game report follows immediately on cable on CNBC.
Now, Mark Jackson alerted the official they were going to foul Shaq, so watch off the ball here. They're going to take the foul. Let's see if they call it. They're grabbing him.
Reggie Miller became a bit agitated, jumping up and down, holding Shaq, saying, look, here it is, call it.
There it is. Now you think about this. If you're Larry Bird, if you rebound the basketball and you take a timeout, maybe move the ball down the court to where you can get a quick shot, you maybe be able to get one more foul on Shaq. So this could be interesting here with this strategy, what they want to do here.
It's still 5.
Now you must block out. You know Robert Horry's going to be going to the boards here. Everybody must check out. No offensive rebounds on a miss.
He makes 1 of 2, and the Lakers will pretty much take that every time he goes to the line.
Yeah, because it puts the pressure on Pacers to score every time. You just get a 2 for 1. Oh, bad foul by Rice. Now you're going to be able to foul Shaq once again. That's what I was talking about right there.
Yeah, that is not what Phil Jackson had in mind.
But you got to make both of them. You can't trade free throws here. You got to make both of these, hope you foul Shaq, and then he misses both of them.
Rose has had a couple of big misses of late at the line, but he hits that one.
Question is, do you take Shaq out for a possession so that he can't do it, and then bring him in at the 2-minute mark? Looks like Phil's going to stay with him. I think Shaq is going to throw the ball in bounds. Let's see if he just tries to stand out of bounds.
28 for Rose. He is going to throw it in. He does, and he just stands there. You called it, and Jackson chases him out of bounds and shoves him for the foul. Well, he tried to hide, but it's pretty difficult for a man this size to hide.
See, I think the Lakers might have felt that if he stayed out of bounds, they wouldn't call the foul against him. But remember, earlier in the playoffs, we asked the referees, you can foul out of bounds. So that's a good call. I think Phil didn't understand the rule right there.
Indiana takes a timeout. 2:05 remaining, and they're right there, trailing by 4. But look at this. Almost Laker possession, but Fox couldn't quite hold on to it.
Well, the Lakers are stunning off that free throw to try to be able to get inside position. Fox almost got there. Now, the Pacers do not have to be in any hurry. There's still plenty of time. Where is Reggie Miller?
There he is coming off the screen, but Horry got up on him. Now Crozier bumps off Shaw. No call, and Crozier's jumper bounces in.
Brian Shaw tried to take the little flop there on Crozier. It didn't work. We now have a 1-possession game, and remember, the Pacers, the best three-point shooting team in the league.
O'Neal, and they grab him. Now, it will be O'Neal shooting because he had possession of the ball. What they can't do inside 2 minutes is foul him off the ball. Otherwise, the Lakers, as Doug said, can nominate anybody they want to shoot it, and they keep possession.
This is where they miss Kobe Bryant. How many times have we seen in situations like this when Shaq is struggling at the line that Kobe takes over at the end of the game and keeps the ball in his hands? This is where you miss him desperately. Keep your eye on Horry and Fox underneath the basket. They're running a little stunt here. Horry's going to go to the outside, and Fox is going to shoot straight across to try to get inside position on Dale Davis. He's as far away from him as he possibly can be. Keep your eye on Fox trying to shoot to the opposite side.
Again, 1 of 2. That's been his pattern. A 4-point game. The foul on Davis a moment ago was his 5th. So he's got to watch it. Jalen Rose on the run, tough shot. It's in Shaquille O'Neal's hands, and they foul him as soon as he grabs it. And if that's Davis, and it is, he's fouled out.
See, Jalen Rose, the lefty, when he goes to his right hand to shoot it, he comes back with that left hand, and Fox is able to get a piece of it. Loose ball goes to Shaq. Once again, he's going to be back on that foul line. Dale Davis did a nice, solid job tonight. 9 points, 10 rebounds. More importantly, he went in there and pushed and shoved against Shaq to get one more big body to play against him.
Another flat shot. With that free throw, Shaq has taken more foul shots than the entire Pacer team. He's tried 38 and made 17. Indiana as a team is 31 of 37. But another headline, Reggie Miller blanked in the 4th. Almost like clockwork, 1 of 2.
See, now Reggie keeps dropping the ball into Crozier. He's got to come off that screen the foul line or get a basket. They're going to double team him, and they're going to get the foul.
And that has to make Phil Jackson wince, because you foul Reggie in this situation, it's almost a guaranteed 2.
I mean, you can see what Phil's philosophy was. He wasn't going to let Reggie isolate, so here comes Harper to double team. He just pushed him out of bounds. Reggie's got to make both of these free throws. Remember, he's the second best free throw shooter in the NBA behind Jeff Hornacek.
Hornacek made 95% in his final season in the league. Miller hit 91%. With his first 2 points of the fourth quarter, he has 21 for the game, and more importantly, it's a 3-point difference.
Will they throw it once again to Shaq? You cannot let Shaq lay the ball in the basket. No layups, no dunks.
He looks for Horry, and then grabs plus the foul. A spectacular shot by Robert Horry off the O'Neal assist.
Big men can't do that. You're not supposed to be able to make a play like that. Shaquille gets the ball in the lane, and watch this touch pass. He realizes 3 or 4 guys are coming at him. At the last minute, he drops it down to Robert Horry. And how often have we talked about either an Horry or a Fox or a Shaw, somebody making a big shot? This could be a dramatic 3-point play.
And it is. Here are the Pacers down 6. Jalen Rose to the basket.
See, they didn't need a 3. That's a good play by Rose. You shoot a 3 and you miss. Oh, they're going to foul. They're going to foul Perkins. Perkins didn't know the rule. He fouled Shaq off the ball. Larry Bird's telling him the rule. Now it's going to be probably Glenn Rice shooting a free throw. Who else? I guess maybe Horry's going to shoot the free throw, and then they get the ball back. That's not having the awareness of the rule.
When you're going to be 39 in a week, and you've been in the league for 16 years, how can you not know the rule?
That's something that you as a coaching staff also have to make sure that you let your players know exactly what that rule is. That can be tough. Now you give them a point, that makes it 5. Now the big deal is if they score, it's a 7-point game. That's 3 possessions instead of 2. That's how big that play is.
That's mind-boggling. In it goes to Fox.
It's sometimes the simple little breakdowns that cost you the most.
Fox on the run, banks it in. They'll count the basket, plus the foul, and it begins to look like even without Kobe Bryant, the Lakers will take a 2-0 lead to Indiana.
You know, so much has been said about this Laker bench. Now remember, 2 years ago, that guy, Rick Fox, was a starter. Robert Horry was a starter. That guy was a starter on a team that won 61 games. So these guys are playing off the bench, but they have been starters on very good teams throughout their careers.
That was a very close call, by the way, as to whether it should have been a chalk. Trailing by 6. With precious little time remaining, it's Rose into a crowd, and Horry swats it out of bounds. Rose with the bandage on his neck. He was hit up under the chin at the end of the third quarter.
I'm really surprised that Reggie Miller has looked not to shoot the basketball or be so much involved here. It's been Crocher and Rose.
Jackson backs up for 3. And it's Laker ball. That's perhaps a foul over the back.
That's on Sam Perkins. That's going to do it right there. 17 seconds to go. If he makes one of these, it's a 3-possession game.
Perkins has fouled out, and Miller has been unable to produce fourth-quarter heroics.
That's his time. Remember, that was the Game 6 in New York where he had 17 of his 34 points in that quarter. We saw it.
Miller to Jackson, a long 3, which probably comes too late. It's a 5-point difference. Here's Rick Fox. They're just looking to dribble some time away. Rose comes over and fouls him.
Rick Smith should have taken the foul. You got to take the foul there. He let him burn about 4 minutes off the clock.
And Reggie Miller is letting Smits hear about it.
I mean, that's awareness. You know, Bob, it's a couple things that the Pacers have done here at the end of the game with.
Down by 7 with 7 seconds to play, and they lose it. Fox could have taken it to the hole, but he's content to just let it tick away and to go with his team to Indiana, up 2-0 in the series. More bad news for the Pacers. Since the NBA went to the 2-3-2 format in the finals in 1985, no team has ever won those middle 3 games, all 3 of them, on its home floor.
You know, Bob, I think you said, did Indiana come tonight with a great effort? Yes, they did. They played some terrific basketball. When in the end, it was just the power and dominance of Shaquille O'Neal. Just he willed his team tonight, and then some timely shooting. Ron Harper, Glenn Rice, they stepped up big in the absence of Kobe Bryant.
Ahmad Rashad is with Shaq.
All right, thanks, Bob. Shaq, it looked like when Kobe went down, you guys collectively as a team realized that somebody had to come up big.
Yeah, we felt we didn't play very well at the beginning. And, my teammates were looking for me. They tried to hack at Shaq. I missed a couple in the first half. I think I was, trying too hard. But once I settled down, just took my time, most of them fell for me. And, we just played hard, played good defense, and, we just wanted to, really get this game, and we did.
Well, the defensive strategy was to go to the hack and Shaq, but you are doing your part to put that thing to rest.
Yeah, first half, like I said, I missed like, 10 or 12. I think that I was trying too hard. So I just, said to myself, calm down, shoot. Looking over at my father, he just told me, take my time, follow through, and you shoot, and everything will be all right.
So now, coming into game 2s have been a problem for you guys in these series, but coming in tonight, it looks like you guys matched the energy.
We knew that they were going to come in, fired up, come and play hard. And, the reason why game 2, I think, has been a problem because we've been blowing teams out game 1. And, they just came back. They're the best in the East, so, we knew that they weren't going to give it to us. So, we just played hard, and we were able to get another home win.
All right, congratulations on a great game, Shaq. All right, let's go back to you, Bob.
Ahmad, thank you. On the CNBC postgame show, which comes on the air as soon as we sign off here on NBC, we'll hear at just 5'11". He was on the glass and got it to Miller for the 3. Shaq, jump hook, short. Rebound to Perkins.
Indiana's got to look to push the ball. They do not want to play half court here, Bob.
Reggie around Kobe. Deals it out to Rose. Touch pass to the side. Big smooth. Sam Perkins. Happy 39th.
Reggie Miller is putting his stamp on this quarter. It doesn't have to always be by scoring. He has 5 points, but more importantly, he is making plays.
The Pacers are on a 12-2 run.
Now Reggie Miller, 3 of 15 going into tonight's game from 3. He's now 3 of 5. Then he dribble penetrates and kicks it out to Sam Perkins, who buries the 3. We had talked about the threes. This is the best three-point shooting team in the NBA. Going into tonight's game, they were 33% from the 3. Tonight, 6 of 13. Will this line be the difference as we see Jalen Rose excited, and you can see that three-point line and how it spaces the game.
And 2 in a row that turned a 1-point deficit into a 5-point lead. Fisher quickly back to O'Neal, and little Travis Best, doing what he had to do, just smacked him one and picked up the foul.
It's going to be a flagrant also. It's going to be 2 shots in the ball.
Well, maybe he didn't have to do that then.
Right there, he goes up strong. Now look at Travis Best. I talked to you before about how Larry Bird said he might be the toughest guy on our team. Look at him throw his body in there and take that foul.
So Shaq will shoot 2, and the Lakers will then retain possession. 7 out of 8.
How do you figure it?
The Jekyll and Hyde act here.
Take a look here to see if he's got the knees bent, got the elbows, they're going to come off his fingertip. Nice soft shot. He's got the arch, and he steps up and makes them both. Like I said, you go figured here, as free throws could be vital here to the Lakers coming down the stretch, because you know they're not going to allow Shaq to lay that ball in the basket.
You know, after watching that foul by Best, we said it before, but it really is a good thing that Shaquille O'Neal has a very gentle nature. Otherwise, he'd erupt now and then, and somebody would get hurt real bad.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Here's Shaq into the lane, off balance. And this will go against L.A., and it's 5 on O'Neal.
You know, somebody did get hurt real bad right there. Sam Perkins took one in the chest and went down. Just wheels in here with that right shoulder, and you see him as he falls backwards. Great matchup right now, Best and Fisher. Remember now, we talked about Best. He cannot over-dribble. Get the ball to Miller or to Jalen Rose. Let them make a play.
It's in Reggie's hands. He swings it to Perkins. Perkins into the paint on the run. Didn't get the roll.
See, Perkins not really a guy you can post up to go at Shaq to get his foul. I tell you, Shaq is taking a beating inside right now. He's going to earn every free throw here to finish up. Inside here, Perkins doing his best to keep him out of the lane. He just hacks him there. Then Jalen Rose comes in, and like you said, Shaq is the kind of guy, a gentle guy. A lot of guys would erupt there and really get angry. Shaq just keeps playing.
With the jump hook off the glass. And the Lakers draw to within 1. Meanwhile, Jackson keeps O'Neal on the floor with nearly 7 minutes remaining, and he's got 5 fouls.
Now, do you come in with Rick Smith and make Shaq play defense? That's a question that Bird's got to think about.
Travis Best turns the corner, pulls up, and banks it in. Kobe Bryant has an answer.
See, he has that little medium-range jump shot. We talk about it being a lost art in the NBA. It's either a 3 and all the way to the basket. He has that pull-up shot. Shaq's illegal, to call it there. They were very fortunate. Had Rose held that basketball, that would have been an illegal defense.
Instead, he missed the jumper. And the Lakers can take the lead. They do not. Rose rebounds Bryant's miss. Then kicks it away. Shaq is there to scoop it up. Now he has it in the paint. They can't stop him, and they foul him.
He bumps you, and he rocks you back. And you're falling back, and you try to foul, and all you can do is just reach up. Now watch how Sam Perkins gets rocked back right there, and he tries to reach up and grab him. And we know that Shaquille O'Neal is just too strong. He's going to finish that. This guy just works every play down the floor. Question again is, how much is Sam Perkins shooting out there worth as opposed to maybe Rick Smith being able to post him? Larry Bird's got a decision he has to make here.
Only his second miss in 10 attempts at the stripe tonight. Here's Miller. Kobe's on him. 5 seconds to shoot. Reggie with the shake move and the drive. The reverse.
See, Shaq is out on Perkins. That's why Bird has kept him out of there. The lane is wide open, or he couldn't get there soon enough.
O'Neal out of the double to Fisher. Good look at a 3.
Trust your teammates. You're going to get double and triple team. Kick the ball out and trust that they can make big shots. Derek Fisher's playing great ball right now for the Lakers.
Who lead it by a basket. Travis Best on the run. He has that knack of arcing it high. And with the 7-1 O'Neal coming out at him, the 5'11 Best had the right trajectory to score with it and tie the game at 95.
And what we're seeing is what we saw in New York series. The longer the series goes, the better he's playing.
O'Neal, he plays well all the time, it seems.
I'm just so impressed, though, how hard Shaq plays and how much he keeps his composure.
30 points now for Shaq. Reggie. 3 ball from the corner. answer to that would be no. And for the first time in the series, he's come alive in the fourth, hitting all 4 of his shots in this period. Bryant almost turned it over. Fisher again for 3. And it's going to be Laker ball. The fans were screaming, thinking perhaps Shaq might have fouled over the back.
The Pacers leading 98-97.
In the fourth quarter, you go to your stars. Reggie Miller says, Shaq is above the free throw line. They don't have anybody back there that can bother me. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to lay the ball in the basket. And then Shaquille O'Neal, what does he do? He answers right back. He just sort of obliterates Sam Perkins in the low post with a jump hook. And you know what? Reggie says, I'm going to do you one better. I'm not only going to get a 2, I'm going to get a 3, and we're going to lead by 1.
Shaq has 30, Reggie has 26. They've each scored 10 in the fourth.
His game.
He's done here tonight in the fourth, and the lightning shooting of Reggie Miller. What will prevail?
Davis leaning on O'Neal, who turns, goes up and misses, but tips in his own miss.
Even though he's 8 for 10 from the foul line tonight, you've got to take your chance and not let him make layups. You still have to make him make free throws, Bob.
8th lead change of the quarter. Shaq with 32 points and 19 rebounds. Miller backs up for 3.
Are you kidding me?
He has said repeatedly, if you want to be a hero, you've got to take hero shots.
Well, that's
the Pacers by 2.
Bob, that is unbelievable. I've watched him the whole time. They've got Harper on him now.
On the shot clock, Kobe Bryant spinning around Miller into the lane. O'Neal trying to finish it up, hits the deck, the ball drops. They wave the basket off.
Watch Reggie Miller right here, moving without the basketball. He's going to get a little back screen, and then he stops on a dime, comes off the screen. Perkins just moves just enough to free up Reggie. Back-to-back threes, and then Shaquille O'Neal is going to get the offensive rebound here, go up strong, the loose ball foul. He's going to have to shoot 2 free throws.
The foul was Perkins' 5th. He needs them both to tie it, and he won't do it.
That's what I was talking about before. Even though he was 8 for 10, a dunk is 100%. You go to the free throw line and you make him earn it every time down the floor now.
One-point game.
See, we look at the matchup right now. Robert Horry is playing Sam Perkins. Shaquille is on Dale Davis, so he's going to look for the shot block. So Reggie and Rose have to be very careful if they go to the basket.
Miller comes off the screen, returns it to Best. 8 on the shot clock. Best against Kobe, drives past him, deals out to Perkins. He'll let it go and miss it. Harper with a big rebound for the Lakers, who can take the lead with a basket here. They go to O'Neal, and before he spins to the basket, Dale Davis wraps him up. 4 on Davis.
I'd say what a tough situation for Dale Davis. He's a terrific power forward. He made the All-Star team this year. Double-figure rebounder, does a great job in there. And he's in there right now just to bang against Shaquille O'Neal. We see Rick Smith. We have not seen him in this fourth period. They're going with a better defensive player and the three-point shooting of Perkins.
Lakers still trail by 1. The Tonight Show follows the broadcast of this game. After your late local news, then the Tonight Show, Oscar De La Hoya is among Jay's guests. Can't tie it.
Now the Lakers only have 2 team fouls, but under 2 minutes, you'll only get 1 before you go into the penalty. So right now, they might have to use a foul up in this last 2 minutes.
Now it's Harper on Miller. 7 on the shot clock. Reggie off the dribble, slings it out to Best. bumps off Bryant, pumps up a three just before the shot clock. And it was a 24-second violation.
Travis Best wanted to foul against Kobe Bryant. As he started to penetrate, he got bumped, and when he did, he lost his balance. Now watch this as he starts to go. Right there, he loses his balance, never can gather himself, and Kobe gets a hand up just enough to bother him. Now the question is, do you keep going into Shaquille O'Neal now? He's missed 3 of his last 4 free throws, or do you let Kobe try to go against Rose now? Indiana has 5 fouls. The Pacers do not want to foul here and put Kobe on the line.
Kobe fires the jumper and gives LA the lead. 102 to 100, and even 20 for Kobe Bryant coming back off the sprained ankle.
That's where you miss him in a close game. You can go to him rather than just have to throw it into Shaq all the time.
Harper got up on Miller. 5 on the shot clock. Reggie fumbled it, throws it up with the left hand. A very difficult shot. He had his rhythm interrupted. And now with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining, the Lakers have the lead in the ball. Deep to Shaq, an immediate wrap-up by Dale Davis. So they'll take their chances with him at the line. That's 5 on Davis.
Kobe Bryant, we've seen him hit so many big shots. We saw it in the Portland series. We saw the game winner against Phoenix. Remember, he's just come back. He gets in the lane. Tremendous confidence in his ability. And again, that's what you miss when you miss Kobe Bryant being out of the lineup. A little go-to guy there at the end of the game other than just throwing it to Shaq.
Lakers by 2 with 1:02 on the clock.
Let's see if Indiana takes a timeout here, or if they have their play that they'll try to flow right into it quickly.
The rebound is tipped to Best. In this next minute, Indiana has to come through to have any realistic chance at their first NBA championship. Jalen Rose, short. Ori with a big rebound.
I don't know why Dale Davis fouled right there. There's still plenty of time. You're down 2. You take that foul on Robert Ori. If he makes 1, you're down 3. If he makes 2, you're down 4. You don't need to foul there. That's just losing sight of the clock. There's almost 45 seconds left to go in this game.
Plus, they've lost Dale Davis as Austin Crozier checks back in.
Now, Jalen Rose is going to drive in. He gets a little bump, and again, there's Shaquille O'Neal, and that's what happens when he does not have to play out on the perimeter and guard a shooter. He's playing Dale Davis around the basket. Now with Crozier in, he'll guard Perkins. Now, Bob, even if he makes this free throw and it's a 3-point game, you don't need a 3 unless it's absolutely wide open. You got 2 possessions here that you're going to have the basketball. You don't need a 3 unless it's just absolutely there for you.
1 of 2 for Robert Ori. Timeout Pacers. 44.8 on the clock.
Perkins, and if he goes to the shot block and you kick out, Perkins can tie this thing with a 3.
Travis Best. Miller trying to come off a screen. They find Perkins for 3, and he ties the game! Doug Collins called that big time. Miller all over Bryant. 10 on the shot clock. It's Robert Ori. They look for Shaq and throw it away.
Jackson said to Robert Ori, call a timeout. Why panic? We've got the basketball. You want to get a shot at the basket now. It goes when it looks like Indiana was dead. They've got the ball to win the game.
My view was screened for a second. They were actually trying to post Rice down low. In any case, they lost it, and the Pacers will have a chance to win it.
And let's hear what Phil said in the timeout before.
No three-pointer. Shaq's going to have to help. So if Perkins gets it, we have to rotate to him.
Sam Perkins, who has said he'll retire after this season. He's played in the finals with the Lakers early in the 90s and with Seattle against the Bulls in 96. He's never worn the crown. The games in his NBA career are down to a precious few, and he just made one of the biggest shots of his entire life.
Now, it's important now, the Lakers have a foul to give, so the Pacers don't want to wind this down too low to where if they take a foul, they can't get a shot.
8 seconds. Travis Best. Shaq out on him. Best with the shot. It's way short. With 2.3 seconds on the clock, the Lakers are going to ask for time. O'Neal had Best 7-1 on 5-11. Best backed up and actually had a good look. There was some space between him and O'Neal.
The only problem is when you take that shot, you don't want to give the Lakers time to call timeout and get a shot. Now, you're going to see the switch. Shaquille O'Neal holds his ground pretty well. He penetrates and he pulls back off balance, shoots an air ball. Crozier very fortunate there. He did not get a foul going over the top. But now what you've done is you've taken an opportunity to get a game-winning shot, and now the Lakers have called time, and they're going to have a chance to win the game. So that was not good time management by the Pacers in that last possession. Maybe a 15, 16-footer. Now, they're not guarding the guy out of bounds, which means they get a great look at throwing this ball in bounds, so they're choosing to sort of zone up the play.
Shaw to trigger it in. They look for Shaq. He makes the catch. He throws up a hook, and we are going to overtime.
Throw the ball right into the post to Shaquille O'Neal. That's a nice pass by Brian Shaw. He goes up and catches it. Best is back there digging. The little running hook shot almost goes. Indiana's got new life. As we go to overtime, you can almost feel the breath go out of all these people here as that shot goes to the basket, understanding just how big this game is for the Pacers. From the post, maybe get a 5th foul. He's got to be able to make that open shot.
The tip to the Lakers. Robert Horry faked the three, moved in closer, and gives the Lakers the early lead in overtime.
Very confident shot. Again, Robert Horry playing very, very well. He did split the 2 free throws that would have given him a 4-point lead. Now, Smits has been sitting there a long time. How effective can he be?
He's not going to hesitate, but Shaq poked it away from him. O'Neal driving on Smits. Horry is there to finish it up.
Got to rebound the basketball. When you look out there right now, Smits is not a good rebounder for a big man, nor is Crozier. Jalen Rose, Reggie Miller, Mark Jackson must rebound. Second shot.
Miller off the screen. There's contact between Smits and Harper. And the foul is on Harper of the Lakers.
Robert Horry has come out strong here to start this period. The little pump fake. Crozier leaves his feet, the little jumper, and then on the offensive rebound, he's the guy who picks loose the loose ball. Their shot goes up in the lane. Again, the Pacers not rebounding the ball, and there's Horry for the strong finish. 4 quick points to give the Lakers a 4-point lead.
Smits against Shaq with the jump hook.
Shaq has got to be very careful. He cannot commit his 6th foul, so Smits has got to take his time. There's no need to be in a hurry. Get the look that you want.
18 points for Rick Smits in 18 minutes on the floor. Kobe between 2 defenders.
And Mark Jackson's got to step in there and trap him and force him to kick that ball out to Ron Harper. The 2 guys that can beat you are Kobe and Shaq, not Harper.
Jalen Rose. Rice is on him. Rose spinning. Looking for Smits. Winds up in Miller's hands. Backs up for 3. Can you believe that?
The awareness of the shot clock. He looked up. His eyes went to the target.
22. And the Laker lead is 1, but they get it deep to Shaq, and this could be a three-point play.
You see, they're running a little counteraction play here. And Shaquille O'Neal is getting great post position, but Reggie Miller now, watch his eyes. That ball is going to go loose. He looks up at the shot clock, gets behind that three-point line and buries it. But Indiana's going to have to make an adjustment here. Shaquille O'Neal's getting the ball down there because Smith is stepping out on that screen and cannot get back to Shaquille O'Neal. The Pacers have to talk about this defensively.
He doesn't get the three-point play. Smith gets the rebound. Reggie Miller had made just 3 of 15 threes. Coming into this game, he's made 6 of 8 from beyond the arc in Game 4. Rose against Rice. Misses it. Shaw grabs the rebound.
That's a loose ball foul on Shaq. That'll be number 6. What a big play.
That's it. Phil Jackson, hands in his pockets, staring at Steve Javie in seeming disbelief.
Now remember, in Game 2, Kobe gets hurt, only plays 9 minutes. Over the top there as Shaq gets his 6th foul. But Bob, remember, in Game 2, Kobe plays only 9 minutes. Shaq misses 21 free throws, and they win the game. Well, now Shaquille O'Neal has fouled out. 2:33 to go. You're down 3. You have got to find a way to win this game if you're the Pacers.
The first time that Shaq has fouled out of a game in this year's playoffs. Now in comes John Sally, 36-year-old veteran, trying to become the first player in NBA history to win title rings with 3 different teams, Pistons, Bulls, and now Lakers.
And he's going to go against Smith, and Smith is going to have inside position here. If they double, somebody's got a 3.
He throws up the hook. He's got 20 points, and the Pacers are within 1.
Now you know that Kobe's going to take over the game. Be aware of Glenn Rice's three-point shooting, but Kobe is going to try to attack.
Shaking on Miller and hitting a 2-point basket. He was just inside the line. The Laker lead is 3 again.
How about the poise of this young guy?
24 for Kobe. 18 of them after halftime. A whistle from Dick Bavetta.
Kobe Bryant and Reggie Miller, the marquee matchup we talked about. Look at Reggie Miller squaring him up. These two guys played one-on-one all summer in L.A. Kobe takes it between his leg. He pulls it back, hits the jumper, and then sort of gives it, take your time. Everything's cool. I'm not going to let us lose this game. The poise of this young guy who would only be a senior in college this year had he went to college. Amazing.
The foul is on John Sally, who up until now has had as his primary contribution guarding Shaq in practice all season. Here he's got to try and stop Smits with Game 4 on the line. And he can't do it.
Question is, can Indiana get a stop? They got to get a stop here and give themselves a chance to take the lead. And you know Kobe is going to go to work again.
Here he is over Jackson. How good is this kid?
Well, now Mark Jackson is in playing here, and defensively, he is not a good defender. He matched up on Kobe on that play, but just stepping up and shooting huge shots.
Out to Jackson. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Reggie Miller into the lane. Missed on the run. And the foul is going to go against the Lakers. Miller goes to grab that talc before shooting free throws.
Kobe Bryant, once again, the ball is going to be in his hands. How much do you miss a guy when you don't have him? You miss him for this right here. Huge jump shots. And then Reggie Miller is going to penetrate. And let's see if the guy's heels are on the little dotted line. They are. That's why it's a block.
Outside that dotted circle, it likely would have been a charge. But inside it or foot on it, the defender doesn't get that call. Again, it's a one-point game. The last 2 baskets made by Kobe Bryant barely missed being three-pointers.
I'd run and get the ball out of his hands. I make somebody else take a shot right now. This guy thinks he's going to hit every shot. We know the Pacers don't like the double team.
Driving now on Reggie. On the run. Smith comes over for the block. 11 on the shot clock.
See, Brian Shaw has been cold the last few games. Somebody else has got to take a shot other than Rice or Kobe.
Rice, air ball, but into the hands of Shaw. Worked like a perfect pass.
Got to rebound the basketball. About 45 seconds to go. Now you're down 3.
Miller hands it inside to Crozier. 14 on the shot clock as the ball was knocked away.
Now they love to run a play here to get Reggie a 3, stepping out right off of Rick Smith's screen. Let's see if they can free him up.
Looking for him, finding him, but Shaw gets up on it. Now Crozier screens. Ori on the switch. It's in Crozier's hands. He drives the lane, gives it to Smits, who's belted by Rice.
And Rice his third penalty.
Glenn Rice is going to go in the air. Smits comes over to block the shot. Nobody there to block out Brian Shaw. Well, when that shot goes up, I can't tell you enough. You've got to get everybody back there to rebound it.
Rick Smits has shot only 2 foul shots in this whole series, while Shaq has lived at the line for the Lakers. Gets the bounce.
Right now, there's 28.1. If he makes it, only a 4-second differential. So if you choose not to foul, you got to make sure you get that rebound and get a quick timeout, because that clock is going to be working against you. So this is going to be a vital little segment right here.
As many good three-point shooters as the Pacers have, they might elect to foul. Maybe the Lakers make only 1 of 2, and even if they make them both, you've got guys who can tie the game. Shaw on the dribble. Shot clock at 12.
So you don't want to foul now because you got 1 to give. They won't shoot free throws.
Shaw running one-hander. Followed in by Kobe Bryant.
Again, offensive rebounds.
Timeout for Pacers.
Two-second shots in a row. You go to the basket. Brian Shaw, tough shot. And who is there? Kobe Bryant over the shoulder for the follow-up. It was first Brian Shaw with an offensive rebound. This time, Kobe Bryant. Shaquille O'Neal is on the bench. He loves it. The Lakers up 3. 5.9 seconds to go in the game.
And the Lakers up by 3. Even without him, they played the Pacers even. They still lead by 3. 5.9 seconds. Jackson looking to throw it in. There's contact with Fox climbing all over Jalen Rose.
Now that is big because no time goes off. Let's see what we got here now. That's going to be, I think that's going to be 1 shot and the ball. Watch here now. Rick Fox with the foul. So with the ball not being inbounded, anybody's going to be able to shoot it. So Reggie's going to shoot it. It'll be 1 shot and the ball. What a mental mistake here by the Lakers. Now, if he makes his free throw, a 2 ties it, a 3 beats you.
That's almost automatic. Reggie now with 35 points. And the Pacers ask for time because obviously what they're looking for now is much different than only a moment ago.
Phil Jackson has got to say, what are we doing, guys? Even though you didn't like the foul, you can't get locked up in a play like that. If you're Rick Fox, you can't let a guy lock you up. Now watch Jalen Rose come off here. And you see Rick Fox and him, they get locked up with each other. I mean, you got to call that. I mean, they're right on top of each other. The big thing is now it changes everything. Now a 3 wins the game. Now you cannot foul and take the 3 out of the game. So that whole thing changes with that little foul right there without the ball being in bounds.
Larry Bird with his assistants Rick Carlisle and Dick Harder. Carlisle mentioned prominently as a potential successor to Bird. Over on the other side, Phil Jackson can count on the counsel of 78-year-old Tex Winter, one of the most respected figures in the game. Jim Clemens, there's Winter. Jim Clemens and Frank Hamlin also over there.
Now, the one thing, if you're the Lakers, on dribble penetration, a 2 ties you. So you want to be very careful. This is the best three-point shooting team in the NBA. We talked about that. If you get drawn in with penetration, a 3 beats you. So you've got to be very careful here defensively what you want to do. And you don't want to give up a touch three-point play.
Rose will throw it in. Mark Jackson, 4 seconds. Reggie off the screen for 3. The Lakers have a 3-1 lead. That could have won it. It was for the win rather than the tie. It would have tied the series.
Well, you know what? It sort of goes with their coach's mentality. Larry Bird was always a guy who went for the win. He got his man the shot. Reggie Miller had it squared up, and he just missed it. But what a tremendous game, and more importantly, an unbelievable overtime and fourth quarter by Kobe Bryant. Here is the shot. Robert Horry gets a hand up. Bob, from our angle, looked like it might be right on. It looked like it was about 6 inches short from being right in the center of the basket. The Lakers prevail, and Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal were unbelievable when they needed to be tonight.
Kobe had 28, 8 of them in overtime. Here he is with them on.
All right, thanks, Bob. Kobe, while Indiana kept talking about this being the most important game of the entire season, you guys were thinking the same thing in your locker room.
Well, in our mind, this is the championship. So we came out, played with effort. We knew they were going to come out with a lot of energy. We just wanted to keep it close and make a nice little run.
Now, going down the stretch, Shaq goes down, all of a sudden you step up. These are the kind of moments that you look for, aren't they?
Yeah, when Shaq fouled out, my mind state was, this game just became an awful lot more interesting than it was. And it was just fun for me. I laughed about it. Just went out and played relaxed as if I was in the backyard.
Now, tell me about the ankle injury. I know that's something that's been bothering you. At halftime, you told me it was hurting you a lot.
Well, it's hurting right now. It feels like it's just beating right now. And it's real tight, it's real sore. So I'm just going to ice it, do some treatment, and get ready for the next game.
All right, congratulations on a great performance.
Thank you.
All right, let's go over to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Ahmad. 36 points for Shaquille O'Neal, 16 in the fourth quarter, then you fouled out. Was this the type of game that you grew up dreaming about? Does this throw you back to the old days, overtime in the finals?
A little bit. We let one get away the other day, so, we came here with the conscious effort that we wanted to win this game today, and we did that. I fouled out. Kobe Bryant took over. He's a fabulous player. I'm glad he's back, and now uno más to go.
Shaq, you've missed 31 free throws in the last 2 games. Tonight you're 10 for 16. Why were you so accurate tonight?
Well, whenever I put my mind to it and concentrate, I always hit them. The other night, I probably wasn't concentrating, and I probably was rushing a little bit. But I knew that if I would have made a couple, we could have possibly won that game. So tonight, I wanted to make it a conscious effort to try to hit them.
3-1. Was this the backbreaker? Can this other group come back, or is it, as you say, just uno más?
We just have to win one more game, and we're gonna come here Friday and try to end it, and hopefully we can get it done.
All right, Shaq. Congratulations. Back over to you, Bob.
Jim Shaq had 36 with 21 rebounds. Kobe, on the bad ankle, played 47 minutes, scored 28, including the basket that proved to be the game winner. Now, on the Pacers' last possession, Phil Jackson, who had coached against Indiana so many times with Chicago. Remember a Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals here 2 years ago over at Market Square Arena. It was a Reggie Miller basket just before the buzzer that tied that series at 2-2. That's what he was trying to do here, and Phil Jackson knew who it was going to be.
This is what we think they may run. Now, I've been here before in this situation. And what they ran at that time was they doubled down on Reggie and they circled him to here and hit him here for a 3. This is what they think he's going to run now.
And you can see Reggie does come off a double screen. It was a little bit different than the play they ran. Reggie actually came circling to his strong end. This time he's going away from the basket, but he does catch and get a shot off, and I'm sure that Phil Jackson was holding his breath while that ball was in the air. Here he comes off the screen, coming back off another double screen coming to the other side. And here comes Horry jumping out just enough to distract Reggie and force him to miss the shot. And once again, a big-time win for the Lakers after Shaq had fouled out of the game.
Reggie had 35, but the one that would have given him 38 is the one he'll be thinking about for a long time unless the Pacers somehow manage to win the next 3 games in a row. This was a game out of a 1980s time machine, 120 to 118, and each team shot better than 50%. The finals continue with Game 5 on Friday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, from here in Indianapolis. Tonight on NBC, after your late local news, it's The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Shaq, who is belted, and the shot goes down. So does Shaq, and he's clutching his left knee. He seems to be saying, just give me a second. The photographers are all along the baseline there. And let's watch how the collision took place.
Watch this wonderful catch and finish now by Shaquille O'Neal off the glass. And he looked like he just fell hard to his knee. And the collective breath of Los Angeles takes a deep sigh of relief as Shaq gets up. You see he goes down. Bob, this guy works so hard, night in and night out for his team.
Still can't hit a free throw, but the Lakers have the lead for the first time since the last second of the first quarter. Austin Crozier gives it up to Jalen Rose. Into the lane he goes. In traffic, he tries a nearly impossible shot and misses it.
The Lakers score here. Bird's got to really use his timeouts wisely.
Rick Fox, Miller guarding him. He pumps up a 3, and Larry Bird immediately says, let's talk it over.
How often have we seen this from the Lakers? Guys that you don't expect to make shots. We've seen Fisher. We've seen Horry. Now we see Fox, and the Lakers have finally taken the lead.
Partly because when you've got Shaq and you've got Kobe, lesser lights get less attention from the defense.
Reggie Miller almost begs him to take the shot. He buries the 3. The Lakers are on a 15-6 run. But look how far off Reggie's playing him, almost begging him to take the shot, and Fox obliges. You see the smile. Now, this is a guy who played high school basketball in Indiana. He's got to love this.
Crazy like a fox.
Now, Fox is in the game defensively to play against Jalen Rose. Shaw on Miller. Smith's back in the game, only 1 of 8. Can he muster some offense for the Pacers?
Indiana playing from behind for the first time since the first quarter. Reggie, good look at a 3. Overshot it badly, but Davis picks it up. Fakes Shaq off his feet and scores.
Well, he stuck with that one. Reggie had a wide open 3, but Dale Davis a big second shot opportunity.
Kobe Bryant gives it up to Fox. Cross court Horry out of the corner for 3.
It's amazing. The Lakers have not shot the ball well from the three-point line all season long, but they've shot it well at the most pressure-packed times.
It looked like an Indiana turnover, but before that, there's a Laker foul.
Well, Reggie tried to come off the screen, and they grabbed him so he could not get to the ball. It's going to be Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille reaches down, sort of grabs him. Reggie does a good job acting. Now that's 14 fouls on the Lakers. The Pacers will shoot free throws the rest of the way.
Here's Dale Davis backing in on Horry. Missed it, and the rebound is grabbed by Shaw, who's bumped for the foul.
Now, Bob, the Pacers have to be very aware. Every time they get into the lane right now, Shaquille is going to come over. Rick Smith will be spotted up. They've got to kick that ball out to him, and he's got to make a couple shots, so Shaq's not even guarding him right now.
Dale Davis, despite that miss, has played a whale of a game. 15 points, 12 rebounds.
How about this now? You've had 4 3-pointers. You've had Fox with 1, Ori with 2, and Fisher. That's 12 points in a critical game to give you a 5-point lead.
Kobe Bryant off balance, and Shaquille O'Neal is there. The Lakers lead by 7. O'Neal has scored 36. And a whistle at the other end.
Right now, the difference in this game is this man right here, Kobe Bryant. Not so much that he's scoring, but look what he does. He collapses your entire defense. 3 guys are playing you, nobody to guard Shaq. So even though he's not shooting a high percentage, he's getting in the lane and breaking down the Pacer defense, whether it be a 3-point shot or an offensive rebound or a handoff to Shaquille O'Neal. So 7 for 22 does not talk about his impact in this game.
Brian Shaw committed the foul, and before Reggie Miller went to the line, Mark Jackson called his teammates over and huddled them up, trying to stabilize things here. There's all kinds of time. There's a sense that the game is slipping away, but with that pair of free throws by Reggie, they're within 5 and almost 7 minutes remains.
Well, Bob, they're the best 3-point shooting team in the league. They're 2 3-pointers away from being in the lead right now.
Lakers have outscored them, though, 20-10 in this 4th quarter. Brian Shaw, wild shot, looks like a pass, and I'm pretty sure he knew that.
Rick Smith has got to stop going for those shot blocks. He's not a shot blocker. He's got to stay with Shaquille O'Neal.
I think that was an intentional ricochet pass because Shaq was alone on the other side of the hoop.
I think it very well could have been, but that's twice now that Smith has gone to block shots. He did the same thing in the overtime period in Game 4. The Lakers got 2 offensive rebounds that really changed the game. But watch Rick Smith here. He is not a shot blocker. You don't come over and try to block that shot. The MVP is right there. You got to keep your body on him, make him come over the top and foul you.
Rick Fox committed the foul. And Rose makes it 101-95.
See, Larry Bird's got a big decision here. Sam Perkins is going to space the floor a little bit better than Rick Smith. But he's going to Rick Smith maybe to give him some offense. The problem is Rick Smith is not a good defender. He can't move his feet. He has got to do a better job right now if he's going to be on the floor because they're not even looking for him to shoot the ball.
These games have been like 80s flashbacks. Both teams in or approaching triple digits. None of this 85-80 stuff. Here's Ori again. Finally missed from that spot. But it pops into Bryant's hands. He goes up in traffic. And finally there's a whistle.
Kobe is electric right now. He's everywhere. He's trying so hard. He can't get the shots to go. That was 3 efforts by him. Once he gets the offensive rebound, he weaves himself through Delaney, hangs, forces it, doesn't get it, tries to get the tip, and a loose ball foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Defensive rebounding, one of the Achilles heels of Indiana all season long. It cost them Game 4, but it cost them a chance for Game 7.
Even though Kobe Bryant has shot a very chilly 7 of 24 from the floor, it's obvious he can still have an effect on the outcome of the game. Smits with his 5th foul sits. Crozier comes in.
See, he's doing a lot what Michael used to do in Chicago. Play that triangle for 3 quarters, and then that 4th quarter say, you know what, I'm going to break it here, and I'm going to make some things happen. That's what he's done. It's working, and the Lakers are leading.
Exactly 6 minutes remaining. Indiana now down by 7. Jalen Rose is fouled. The Lakers have actually done them a favor because after scoring at their end, the Lakers, the last several sequences, have quickly stopped the clock by fouling and giving Indiana a chance to score without running much time off the clock.
Well, I'm sure what Larry Bird has told his team, don't pull up and shoot long jump shots. Keep attacking the basket. Get inside. But they've got to get some stops done on the other end. Right now, the Lakers are scoring every time down.
Tonight on NBC, after your late local news, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And tonight, Steve Young is on the program, along with a performance by the cast of Fosse. Back to within 5.
The Lakers must continue to keep the pressure on. Break them down with the dribble. dribble, get inside. They've missed 6 shots in this quarter, but they have 4 offensive rebounds.
Robert Horry on the move. Gives it up to Harper with the left hand, nowhere near. Crozier rebounds. Dale Davis slips by Glenn Rice, and he was fouled.
That's a good foul right there, too, by Robert Horry. You do not want to give Dale Davis that dunk. You got to make him make a couple free throws. He goes in strong. He goes past Rice, and here's the foul on Horry. And that's what you've got to do. No layups at this point in the game for either team.
Dale Davis, a very poor free throw shooter throughout his career, improved dramatically during the regular season, but has tailed off in the playoffs. He swishes that one.
And he's having his best game of the series tonight. He got off to a great start. He's had a big game scoring. He's double figures in rebounds, and he's given them a real tenacity out there that they need.
Got them both. His 17th point. His team's 100th.
It's now time for the Lakers. Get that ball back to Kobe Bryant. Let him create something. Get the ball inside to Shaq.
Harper looking for O'Neal. Touch pass back to Harper. He takes it to the hole but can't finish. Crozier comes up with it. Here are the Pacers down by only 3. Jalen Rose to tie it. There it is.
When you can shoot the 3, you're never out of a game. And Dale Davis just made a great play on Harper. Harper drove to the basket. He looked like he was going to dunk it. Davis came over, and he got a piece of it, and it blocked the shot. And when he did, it led to a fast break. Watch a little give and go. Harper goes. He thinks he's got a dunk, and Dale Davis says, He gets a piece of it. They go the other way. And anytime Indiana gets you in that broken court, you got to identify shooters. Jalen Rose hits the 3, and the people of Conseco love it. They love it at Conseco. We got a tie game.
Their Pacers are on a 7-0 run. Beat Seattle in 6 in '96, but that was a relatively easy home win to close it out. And the first title was here in LA in Game 5 in '91. Here's Robert Horry up in the air. Tough shot, and he puts it down.
He wanted to pass that ball at the last minute. The defense collapsed in there, and he had to hang and shoot the ball. Robert Horry, 8 big points here to give his team a 2-point lead.
Knocked away from Crozier and stolen by Harper. And a saving pass to Horry. Eight seconds to shoot. Harper to Shaq. Guarded by Davis. Turnaround jumper. How about that? He's got 40.
Shaquille O'Neal, what a tremendous season he's had, wanting to end it tonight and realize his dream of an NBA championship, his first.
Jalen Rose. Rebound to Horry. Davis got a piece of it but couldn't control it.
The Pacers have gone small with their lineup. Smith is out, Davis is in. The Lakers have a power advantage inside. Will they go back to it?
Kobe Bryant throws it over Jalen Rose. The Pacers had tied it with 7 unanswered points, but 6 straight for the Lakers after the timeout, and it's 109-103.
The Lakers, when they win, it starts with defense. Ron Harper circles the post. He saves it, and he throws back it in to Robert Horry. And what does it lead to? It leads to the MVP, not only of the NBA, but it's going to be the NBA Finals. If they can hold on here, Shaquille O'Neal puts them up 4, and then his little brother, Kobe Bryant, is going to square it up. We saw this in Indiana. Game late, he pulls up and buries the jumper to give them a 6-point lead. The Laker fans are tasting it. They're getting close to the championship.
Frost brewed Coors Light. Nice choice.
Take that away from him, but right now, use the clock and power that ball inside.
Be alert for Hack-a-Shaq when the Lakers get the ball. guarded by Harper. Jalen Rose. Right hand. It won't drop. Loose ball to Rice.
See, Shaquille O'Neal doesn't have to guard anybody right now. They're going to the hack-a-shack. They've got 1 minute and 2 to do this before.
If he continues to make 1 of 2, that'll be good enough for the Lakers.
And a 7-point lead is big because that makes it 3 possessions when you're playing against a great three-point shooting team.
Miller. The fake. The three. He got it.
And that's why it's so important. I think they're going to give him a 2.
It's a 2. His foot was on the line. A 2-point basket. And now they wrap Shaq up again, and it's Crozier once again who does it.
Bob, just so we go through the rule again, Reggie Miller is going to get a nice little up fake coming off that screen, and he's going to fake Harper, who chases him off the 3. Reggie tries to get behind the line, can't quite do it. But Bob, just so we go through the rule on hack-a-shack, boy, very close to being out of bounds there. Reggie steps in, just his toe is on the line. But at the 2-minute mark, under the 2-minute mark, if they do this with Shaq, it's 1 free throw for any Laker who's on the floor, so they can have their best free throw shooter take it, and they get the ball out of bounds. So they've got 41 more seconds. That's why it's important the Lakers make the Pacers use some clock rather than come down and score quickly.
He obliges them by missing 2. Now can the Pacers score? Looking for Reggie, weaving his way through a maze of screens. His 3, no good. Crozier, however, appeared to have been shoved away from the ball. And it's Robert Horry who commits his 4th.
You can see right there that he just takes and throws him down. Crozier, as he tried to set the screen. What would have been interesting had that ball gone in, would it have counted and Crozier shot a free throw?
I believe the call was an instant before the shot. Crozier, the kid from Santa Monica, misses the first.
Now, Phil Jackson is taking O'Neal out of the game, probably for 1 possession. So if they can come down and use clock, then he can bring them back in the game, and the hack-a-shack then is over. This is a good substitution by Phil.
Crozier needs this to bring the Pacers to within 4.
And you know who's going to have the ball. They're going to get it to Kobe and try to get him to attack off the dribble and get to that free throw line. This is the time he loves, when Shaq is out of the game, that he can do his thing.
He fires a 3. And Jackson grabs the rebound. Here comes Jalen Rose all the way to the hoop. Blocked by Bryant, but recovered by Davis. Austin Crozier now. Hands to Davis, and Davis is fouled. Not a particularly good free throw shooter. With 2 crucial shots coming, his team down by 4, 1:56 left, and now hack-a-shack is not part of the... He does miss it. It goes out of bounds with the Lakers touching it last. So that works even better for the Pacers.
And they're within 3, which means a 3-pointer ties it right now. So be aware of this Indiana Pacer team. You know they love to shoot 3s. Miller tried to do it to win Game 4.
Here's Jalen Rose. No need to hurry. Davis. Back to Rose. Shaq picks him up. Rose. On the dribble by Shaq. His pass knocked away by Rice. And let's see what the call will be. Rice thought he might have been fouled, but it's going to be Indiana ball, and they call timeout with 9 on the shot clock and 1:39 on the game clock.
Will Larry Bird bring in Sam Perkins to space the floor so they can get to the floor? Let's see what happens after this timeout.
There's 3 full timeouts plus a 20. During this timeout, the security guards have begun stringing rope around the court, and people are gathering in anticipation of a possible championship ceremony. How galling must this be to the Pacers, who are very much in this game, in possession of the ball, down by only 3.
You know that somehow Reggie Miller is going to be involved in this play. Will Mark Jackson flash and get the ball, and look for Miller coming off a quick screen, especially on Shaq's side of the floor.
That's what he was trying to do, but Jackson on the dribble gives it to Crozier. 2 seconds to shoot. Crozier is fouled on the drive.
That's a smart play, though. You don't need a three. Drive that ball in there. Throw your...
Crozier brings the Pacers to within 1. A minute and a half remaining in Game 6. Glenn Rice, Shaq screening. Rice into the paint, blocked by Dale Davis. And a whistle from Joey Crawford.
It's going to be a loose ball foul here. Glenn Rice is going to shoot a couple free throws. It's either going to be on Dale Davis or Crozier. Larry Bird is sort of looking at the call incredulously, but interestingly enough, Glenn Rice, a guy that they have not gone too much, they go to, he goes in. The initial play right there is the block shot, and then on the loose ball possession, they rule the foul, so Rice will shoot 2.
Rice, normally an excellent free throw shooter, has missed 3 of 4 tonight.
Well, I sure didn't see that.
If the Lakers escape with the win and the title, that call will be replayed, especially in Indiana, for a long time.
Again, Indiana does not need a three. Way too much time. You're the best free throw shooting team. Get to the free throw line.
Miller. Fox right up on him. Crozier. Harper's got him on a mismatch. Crozier, turnaround. Big shot, way short. Shaq grabs it and immediately, like a hot potato, gets rid of it so they can't foul him. Kobe Bryant, turning, shooting, short. Jackson picks it up. Pacers very much alive. Miller for 3 on the tie. It's long. Into the arms of Rice. 30 seconds.
They don't need to foul. They still got time on the clock. An 8-second differential, Bob.
Straight up D for Indiana. Kobe off balance. And the whistle blows. He had the ball knocked away, but the foul is on Indiana.
Kobe Bryant, as he goes to the basket, he jackknifes himself. Crozier comes over with the bump. Let's take a look again here as he goes up, and you can see the little bump. Crozier didn't like it. Kobe will shoot 2 free throws. 13 seconds to go.
Points. Timeout, Indiana.
Mr. Jordan.
He drives, throws it up. Dale Davis recovers and dunks it with 5.4 seconds.
If you can't get it into a great free throw shooter, call timeout.
The Lakers have 3 of them. Indiana, he's expecting them to foul him. They take a while to do it. They let 3 seconds go off the clock.